Today we'll talk about creating payment schedules in Clear Estimates. But first, let's talk about what a payment schedule is and does. A payment schedule outlines payment terms for your customer on your proposal. Payment schedule items calculate automatically based on a percentage of the project cost. You can also add in flat amounts. Once your customer agrees to your proposal, you can invoice on individual payment schedule items. As you can see, I'm looking at my formal proposal for a kitchen remodel. Down here under my project total, we can see my payment schedule, right down here. You'll see that each item is set up to calculate 25% of my project cost, and you can see the totals for each right here on the left. These numbers are calculated automatically. So, how do we create a payment schedule like this? The first step is to head back into Clear Estimates, and then we're going to find this Options tool up here in the very top right. So the first step is to go ahead and click Options. From your Options tool, you'll see this menu here on the left side. The fourth option down is for your Payment Schedule Editor. So step 2 is to click Payment Schedule Editor. That's going to bring us to this new tool where we can set up a payment schedule. The next step is to create a new schedule just by clicking New Schedule up here in the top right. From here, we can add a title for our payment schedule. You'll see you have an option to make your payment schedule default for projects. That's of course optional, but you'll find this option right here. Down below, you'll see this description box. Always leave this box blank. This will be filled in automatically based on your payment schedule items. So remember to just ignore this description box. So the next step is to scroll down to the very bottom of this tool and begin adding items. We can do that by clicking Add Item. So I'm going to click Add Item, and that's going to pull up this new tool where we just need to add in a couple of pieces of information. All payment schedule items need a description and a value. So let's first add in our description. So I've added in my description just by typing my description into the description field. And then next we need to select a type of value. So we can do that using this type dropdown at the very bottom. If I click this dropdown, you'll see we have options for a fixed amount, percentage of, or balance due. Since this item will be set up based on 25% of my project cost, I'm going to click percentage of. Then I'm going to add my value here in the value box. So far we've added in our description, and we've added in our type of value. Then we added 25% as our value. Now we need to insert the value into our description. So I'm going to click into my description box up here at the top, and then I'm going to click this V button, which stands for value, and that will automatically insert the value. You'll see that it says VAL in brackets, but that will automatically change to the percentage of your project cost with no other action needed. Next, we'll want to fill out report text for our preliminary, our formal, and our invoice reports. Since we've already added our value to our description at the top, all we need to really do at this point is click the D buttons next to each of these report texts. Your payment schedule item should look just like this, with a description and a bracket, VAL bracket, for each of the different lines of text. So last, we'll click Save, and that will add the payment schedule item to my payment schedule. So let's do this again. I'm going to add in a second item just by clicking Add Item. We'll call this 2-week check-in. Then we're going to select a type. We'll say percentage of, and we'll say 25% one more time. Then we'll click into the description here and go ahead and click V to insert our value. And once again, I'm just going to click D for the rest of my report text. And we'll click Save. One more time, I'm going to follow the same steps and click Add Item. And you can see how quickly we're able to move through this payment schedule. And we're ready to add in our last item here. So just above, we can see the 3 payment schedule items we've added already, as well as their value. Keep in mind, you can always open up these payment schedule items using this blue Edit button and make any adjustments. But let's add in our last item here. I'm going to click Add Item one last time. And for this last item, we're going to just say Balance Due. And for our Balance Due, we're going to select the Type dropdown, and we're just going to click Balance Due. I'm going to come back up to my description and click V for Value. And one more time, I'm just going to go through the rest of this report text using the D button here. Then we're going to click Save. And then we're going to click Save again down here in the bottom right. Very important, make sure you click Save here at the bottom, and we'll get confirmation the schedule was updated. So now it's time to add our payment schedule to our estimate. So to do that, we're going to find this Reports button up here at the very top. You'll see it looks like a clipboard. From Reports, I'm going to select any of the proposal types that you can export from Clear Estimates: preliminary, formal, or subcontractor. It won't matter too much which we select, since payment schedules are added to the entire project, not to a specific report. So in this case, I'm just going to click Formal. And then I'm going to find this Payment Schedule dropdown right here. From this Payment Schedule dropdown, I'm just going to click the dropdown, and then we're going to find my new payment schedule I created. And here it is, New Interior Kitchen Payment Schedule. And we'll see that my schedule was updated. So last, let's click Print Report right over here on the right side, and we'll take a look at what that looks like on the proposal. And here is my formal proposal. I'm going to scroll down to my payment schedule. And just as we expected, we see 25% of our project cost calculated for each of our payment schedule items. Now that we've added this payment schedule, we can also create an invoice based on any of the payment schedule items. We'll cover that in a future video.